Hello, my name is Harlon Barnett and I am the defensive back coach here at Michigan State University. In this video, I will show you some techniques that you can use to help with footwork, ball drills, tackling, and block defeat. Enjoy. First of all, what we look for in a defensive back here at Michigan State are three things. DB fundamentals that we look for are change of direction, ability to tackle in space, and deep ball judgment. First of all, change of direction. Change of direction is very essential to a defensive back because we're always having to react to what the offense is doing. When we change the direction, we always talk to our guys about having a plant foot, a point foot, and then accelerate. They must plant, point, then accelerate, and in the direction that they want to go. And that is something that's very, very crucial to what we do. Ability to tackle in space. If you cannot tackle in space as a defensive back, we feel like that you cannot play for us. You have to be able to tackle guys in space, and if you can do it really well, you can tackle them in space with power. But the main thing is to get a guy on the ground. That is number one, and getting them down on the ground. The third thing, deep ball judgment. When the ball is in the air, we want to feel like we have a chance to make a play on the ball, be it pass breakup or interception. But we want to make a play on the ball, and you have to have good deep ball judgment to do so. There are two fundamental drills that we do every other day. One is called one line. The other one is called two line. Okay? The first one line, what we like to do is a back pedal. And before we even really get started in this back pedal, let me start with something that's even more crucial. The first part of this thing is the stance and start. As you can see, we got two guys up here with pretty good stance. When you have a stance, you generally, all stances, there are three things that a stance should consist of for a defensive back. Must have bent knees, staggered feet that are no wider than shoulder width, and a slight lean at the waist with a flat back. And as you can see, we have guys here, two guys here with bent knees, okay, staggered stance, and a flat back, okay. What we call a right foot and a left foot stance is based on the guy's front foot. So in this case, this guy right here has a left foot stance, and this guy right here has a right foot stance, okay. When we talk about start now, and we always have everybody come up and just have a good stance and start before we go into this back pedal. And I'll start them off as opposed to just rolling into it, running out, each guy going one at a time. We'll actually start in a stance and then start. We want to push off our front foot and reach back with our back foot, gaining ground. We do not want a false step, stepping forward to go backwards, or lifting that back foot up and putting it right back down where it started. Okay, so the first thing in our one-line drills we'll do is back pedal from the sideline to the hash. And when you have a good stance and start, your shoulders should stay at the same level, and you should not have to drop your butt. Your butt should not drop. You should already be in a good stance and start, and quick feet back pedal. Okay, not reaching back, quick feet skimming the ground. Quick feet, getting out of there. Driving out of there. Eyes up. Quick feet. Stance and start. Stance and start. Pretty decent job here. Again, this is one line back pedal. The next one that we'll do is a backwards weave. And when we backwards weave, okay, the main thing is to keep our shoulders square. It's still a back pedal. Some guys have trouble with this because they'll start to cross their feet over or turn their butt when they're backpedaling on the weave portion of it. We want to still stay square because the receiver is now stemming us, okay? And we want to stay square on that receiver and not get turned too soon. And so we can have a two-way go once he makes his break. So you'll see it here. We'll say hit back pedal, and we're just going to weave, okay? We'll do a 5-yard weave, which this one is, or we'll just do a quick weave over the line. In this case right here, we're doing a 5-yard weave. Stand square. Don't turn your butt. Stay square. Still a back pedal. Still a back pedal. Nice. Good job. Good job. Other guy's turning his butt a little bit. The one guy's still staying pretty square. Stay square. Do not turn your butt. Stay square and back pedal. Stay square and back pedal. Here's a guy that was a converted receiver that's still trying to learn how to do it. Stay square. Stay square. Stay square. Again, these are all a part of our one-line drills. All right, the next drill that we do is what we call open on the line. Open on the line, they're following my commandments as a coach, but we'll start in the back pedal. And as we know, defensive back is, like I said earlier, a reactionary position. So I'll open them one way, left or right. Now, when we open on the line, unlike some other people as defensive backs, we actually have, like I said earlier, a plant foot, a point foot, then we accelerate because we're changing direction. And when we back pedal, okay, that front foot, if I'm going to open you to your left, then your right foot will be your plant foot and your left foot will be your point foot, and you accelerate. We turn our toe and we get open. We do not cross our over. Boom. There it is, number 5. Plant, turns the toe, his left foot, and burst. Flip back into a pedal, plant, and burst. We get 2 of those in. On me, I can send them the same way 2 times in a row, or I can flip-flop it, however. But we focus on the guys planting that foot and reacting to me as a coach, almost like reacting to the receiver down the field. Again, we call this open on the line. For any simpler term, you can see again that receiver doesn't stay on the line. That's a former receiver, like I said before. He does not stay on the line. Plant and open, plant and open. Another receiver in the black over there. Plant and open. The next drill that we'll do in our one-line series is what we call 110 degree, okay? And what we do on this, again, another plant, point, accelerate deal, where we'll plant and accelerate to our left or our right based on where I send them, okay, 5 yards. Then they'll get back into a back pedal and then go left or right again based on where I send them. We do this 3 times, okay? And we try to get 3 of them in before getting to the sideline, working from the hash towards the sideline. Boom. They're going to follow me, trying to step behind yourself, plant, point, and gain ground. Plant, point, accelerate. Plant, point, accelerate. Gain ground. Do not step behind yourself and step in the bucket. Again, a reactionary deal where they're going to follow where the coach sends them. It'll be 2 in a row so they can't guess. That's it, bam, boom, boom. Nice job, nice job. Plant, point, accelerate, burst. Don't hop out of it. Plant, point, accelerate. Don't guess, get it in. Stay down low, shoulders at the same plane. Good stance and start as always with every drill, stance and start. The next drill we'll do is a 2-yard W, a 2-yard W, okay? Have the 2 guys facing each other, the first 2 guys up, and they'll go 2 yards. We'll get 3 of these in, okay? Again, another situation where you're planning, pointing, and accelerating. Plant, point, accelerate. As we look at number 5 here, because he's going to be breaking to his right, his plant foot will be his left. Plant, point, accelerate. Okay, back up to the line, back out. The next guy in line does not start until the guy in front of them gets back to the original starting point up on the line of scrimmage. And on the last one, on the third one, they will roll up like they're getting an out and up by the receiver, and they may get a ball thrown to them. They'll hear ball call. They have to whip their head around, assimilate feeling for the thigh board of the wide receiver, and go up and high point the ball. Keep the shoulders at the same plane. Do not rock up and down. Plant, point, accelerate. Roll up. Ball. Go up and high point the ball. Okay? 3 of them. Quick feet. Emphasizing quick feet, bursting out. Plant, point, accelerate. Roll out. Ball. High point the ball. The next time we'll come back and do the same drill. Now we'll take it to 5 yards. As opposed to a 2-yard W, we'll do a 5-yard W, and we'll do 2 of these. 2 5-yard W's finishing the same way. 2 5-yard W's finishing the same way, where we'll roll up as if we have a receiver doing an out and up on us. Roll up with them, ball call, high point the ball. You never know if you're getting the ball or not. Roll, ball, high point the ball. Good job. Again, the next guy in line does not start until the guy in front of you gets back up to the line. Here we go. First thing that we'll do in our 2-line drills is a shuffle and split the zone. And this is based on a cover 2 concept, as far as sliding your feet in or out and then opening to the ball, splitting the zone. Our 2-line drills, our shuffle and split the zone. We'll have the guys start out about 3 or 4 yards from me, come at me like they're breaking down, okay? To make a tackle, slide. We normally do 3, and then we say split the zone. Just like a cover 2 corner. Got to split the zone between the smash route, the 7, and the corner and the hitch route. Okay? Come down, boom. Buzz your feet, shuffle. Do not cross your feet over. Slide. Good knee bend, split the zone. A lot of times when we come into tackling, when we get to the tackling portion, you got to keep your feet square, stay square, and not cross over, and that helps. This helps with that as well. Nice and low, good knee bend, shuffle. Split the zone, nice. Buzz your feet, shuffle, slide, split the zone. This next drill is very similar to slide or shuffle and split the zone. Now we're going to actually cross over and turn and run and change direction. Again, we'll do it up to 3 times. The difference on this one is when we do the up part, the finish part is the side that I say up to, the coach says up to, that guy becomes the receiver and the other guy becomes the defensive back. And the defensive back gets his eyes to the inside hip of that receiver, and the receiver will run a stutter go or a stutter out. We want to read the hip, simulating running down the field, covering the guy man to man. So they run at me, buzz their feet like before. Now we're going to cross over and run. Change direction, read the coach. Up, so 39 becomes the receiver, 5 becomes the defensive back, and notice 5's eyes go right to the hip of the receiver. Read his hip, he's going to stutter go or stutter out. Finish with a hook and swat. Bust up, turn and run, boom. Turn and run, change direction, up. Read his hip, 23 becomes a DB, 31 the receiver, stutter go, stutter out. Finish with a hook and swat, simulating a hook and swat. Boom. Change direction, up. Read the hip, good, hook and swat, perfect. That's a good hook and swat too. Buzz the feet, turn and run. Don't guess, turn and run. And that's what we'll say. We'll say turn and run. Buzz come at you, turn and run. Boom. Change direction. And because the guy was cheating, we'll edit that part out. Buzz your feet, turn and run. Turn and run. Up. Read the hip. Do not stack behind the guy. Stay a man outside of him. The next drill that we'll do in our 2-line series will incorporate ball drills now. So we'll do what we call the out route drill. We'll backpedal and break at a 45-degree angle on out route. We rapid fire this drill. Okay, we have 2 guys out, but 1 guy at a time will go. And we'll rapid fire. Backpedal, quick feet, boom. Almost like the 2-yard W, but you don't want them to cheat you as well. So sometimes if they get to cheating you, you let them backpedal a little bit more. Boom, out route, 45 degree. Plant, point, accelerate. Again, plant, point, accelerate. This is not a good one here by number 5 because we already talked about earlier. If I'm going to break to my left, my plant foot needs to be my right foot. Okay, as you can see right here, his plant foot becomes his left foot. So now you're not gaining ground. You're not gaining ground. Okay, plant, point, accelerate. With the opposite, now that's a good plant, point, plant, bam. He plant on his left, he's breaking to his right, point foot, accelerate. Plant, point, accelerate, gain ground. Boom, plant, point, accelerate. Try to stay at the same plane the whole time. Do not turn the hips. Do not turn the hips. Stay square. Stay square. Stay square. You can turn the toe, but do not turn the hips. Come back downhill, 45 degree. You want to pick the out route. You want to pick it. Boom. Plant, point, accelerate. Look the ball in, plant, point, accelerate. The next one we'll do, a ball drill series in our 2-line series. We'll roll over on the comeback. What that means, we'll backpedal. I'll say open. They'll start running. They'll plant and open on the line, okay? And then I'll say comeback. And they'll roll over on the comeback. We will open up and we will run and we will quick turn. Some people use the term speed turn. But roll over on the comeback. Bam. Come out of it. Catch the ball. Okay? So it's backpedal. Open. Comeback is how we'll say. All the commands. Open. Come back. Look the ball in. Come back. Try not to be so up and down on it. Stay at the same plane. That's a good plant point right there. Boom. He does a good job of opening those hips. Plant, point, accelerate, come back. Eyes back on the quarterback because you got to see when the comeback is going to come. If it's truly a receiver, and you're reading the receiver now, your eye control will be on the inside hip of the receiver as you open right there. For drill's sake, okay, their eyes are on me, okay? But your eyes will be on the inside hip of the receiver. He runs the comeback, you roll over and come back downhill on the comeback. Plant, point, accelerate. Try to stay on the line, get those hips open. Get those hips open, roll over, get back downhill on the comeback. Nice, nice. That's a good job right there. Let's look at that one again. Okay, as far as his plant, good feet, quick feet, boom, open, come out of it. Sinks his hips, burst. Okay, little herky-jerky right there on that one. Not bad there, but get downhill, finish, catch the ball. Catch the ball, finish. Good open right there. Come out of it, finish. If you want to make this a little bit more difficult on your players, you tell them it can either be a 9 route or a comeback, okay? And you make this so they won't know. You don't want to be up and down like this. See how he's high? He's low in the stands. He's up high. Then he sinks back down low. We don't want to be like that, okay? We want to stay at the same plane as a defensive back. The next drill in our 2-line series is out and up, another ball drill. We already had the out route, which was the first one. Backpedal, break on the out route. Now the guy runs the up. The key to this drill is once we do this, okay, we don't want to stop our feet as we run up on the out route and then he goes up. We want to roll up with the guy, fill and squeeze on the thigh board, simulating filling and squeezing on the receiver's thigh board. That's what he should be doing. Down his thigh board, cut him off, his shoulder in front of the receiver's shoulder, and then go up and high point the ball. Good job right there. High point the ball. And then we want to return it for a touchdown. And now he's not on the receiver yet, so he's kind of simulating the out and up a little too soon here as far as filling on the thigh board. But we get back up, roll up with the guy, high point the ball, score, score. High point the ball, a little too strong for him. Sometimes we'll get a coach to simulate as a receiver, roll up with the guy, when they're getting cut off, and that's what we call cut off position right there. My shoulder is in front of his shoulder. I have him cut off. Now I can control his speed, okay? And then go up and high point the ball. Nice job. Sit, score, score. Out and up. Look it in, finish, finish. Out, up, roll up with them, high point the ball. Score. Nice, finish, score. Good job. And we do emphasize getting back and scoring. High point the ball and score. We want them to catch the ball. Try not to back up on the ball if you can. Not too bad there, and then we want to score. Get back through the sideline is the touchdown, the goal line. Score. Stay out wide. Don't fade in away from the wide receiver. We want to stay out wide because he's going to fade from you. Stay out wide on him. Fill and squeeze on him. Go up and high point the ball. Nice. All right, the next thing that we'll talk about on this video will be our tackling progression. Tackling is a very crucial part, obviously, in our game. And again, we've talked about it being one of the top 3 things that we have to do as a defensive back, and that is tackle in space. And what we do is when we do our tackling progression, we build from in close to out farther apart from one another. So we will build that up. First we'll talk about is fit tackle. Step to fit and stick. This is our progression, okay? And what we do is we'll put a guy in what we call fit position. He's already in position to make the tackle. And we focus on our near leg and near shoulder, okay? And what we mean by that, whenever you see a really good solid tackle, is normally that guy's near leg and near shoulder that gets down, you know, it gets his near foot down where he can have power to knock the guy back. In this case right here, we have our guys with their right leg and their right shoulder considered their near leg and near shoulder. And we're already in fit position, so there's no need to take any steps anywhere. We want a vertical up through the man. Vertical up through him, okay? Is how we say it, okay? And roll our hips just like you're doing a squat and vertical straight up through him without taking a step. So let's see how we do this. Vertical up through, nice. Bring your arms. Bring your arms, vertical up through. Vertical, no, see, that's not good. That's not good right there. He didn't vertical up through. He vertical straight up as opposed to up through the man. We want to vertical up through the man, not straight up. Get right up on him too. Get him right up on him. Boom, still needs to be better. Vertical up through, there you go, right there. And we'll continue to go through. We'll get everybody one. All right, bam, vertical up through, vertical up through. Right leg, right shoulder, boom. Get right up on him, there you go. Vertical up through, vertical, vertical. Don't lean into him. Right leg, right shoulder. Vertical up through. Vertical up through, nice. The next one we'll do is what we call step to fit, okay? And step to fit, we'll start out in fit position. As a coach, we then say set. They bring that up foot back and then say hit, and they go back and fit them up. So he's in fit position, set, hit, bam, right there. Set, hit, boom. There you go, right there. This is step to fit. Vertical up through him. Step to fit. Set, hit, sit, set, hit. Don't open up like that. Stay square. Stay square. We want to stay square. Stay square. Vertical up through. Stay square. Vertical up through the man. Okay? Right leg, right shoulder. Boom. That's it. Good pop. Set, hit. That's how we want to do it. Set, hit, step to fit. Nice. Boom. Vertical up through. Okay? And then we actually go to what we call a stick tackle. And it's a form of what we showed earlier, our 2-yard W, okay? And then come back and run it through the guy. So it's now we're in movement, creating more space. As I mentioned earlier, we start out close and get a little further apart as we go along. So now stick tackle, boom, that's a stick tackle. Stick tackle. Start out right leg, right shoulder. We can then switch it to left leg, left shoulder. There you go, stick tackle. I'll clap them out of their back pedal sometime as opposed to just here in the 2 yards. I'll clap them out. Clap, boom, stick tackle. All right. Our next tackling drill that we'll do is what we call Georgia tackle. And Georgia tackle, me as a coach, I stand between two players that are going against each other. You got to designate the runner as well as the tackler. Otherwise, you have two guys running into each other and looking real bad. Okay? So you designate the tackler and you designate the runner. Whatever side I designate the tackler to be, that is that side for the duration till everybody gets one. Okay? And then we'll rotate and come back the other way. So you get both shoulders. This is more of like an angle tackle from a more close quarters. It's an angle tackle from closer quarters. I'll either have my hand on their head or their chest, and that's the furthest apart that they'll be. I say ready, ready. They'll get their feet moving. Okay, hit, and then they'll come into each other. Boom. Okay, right there. You gotta wait. Be patient. Ready, ready. Hit. Near leg, near shoulder. Near leg, near shoulder is in this case the left leg and the left shoulder. Left leg, left shoulder. You get that left leg down, left shoulder in front, the head in front, it's going to be a knockback tackle. Now you have to run your feet. Run your feet. Keep running your feet. Your feet can't go dead. Your legs can't go dead. Can't fall to your knees. Boom. Run your feet. Hit. Left leg, left shoulder. Boom. Try not to cross over. Left leg, left shoulder. Good. Ready, ready. Hit. Boom. Left leg, left shoulder. Ready, ready. Hit. Rapid fire. Ready, ready. Hit. Left leg, left shoulder. Hit. And you see the guys change lines. So everybody gets one with the left leg, left shoulder. Head in front, eyes up, see your target. Boom. Left leg, left shoulder. Now we'll switch the sides. Now we should get right leg, right shoulder. Okay? Boom. Right leg, right shoulder. Okay? Near leg, near shoulder. Right there. Get that right leg down, head in front. You will have a knockback tackle. Right leg, right shoulder. Run your feet. Don't let your feet go dead there. Run your feet. There you go. Run your feet. Knock them back. Bam. Sit. Run your feet. Again, rapid fire. Switch lines. Sit. Near leg, near shoulder. Run, runner. Won't hurt. It will not hurt. Next drill that we'll do is angle tackle. Angle tackle. Again, started out close with the fit tackle, step the fit and stick tackle. Then we went to the Georgia, a few yards apart, arm length apart from the coach. Now we're with the angle tackle, we're 5 yards from one another. 5 yards from one another. You see, I'm standing right here on the sideline where the yard line and the sideline meet, okay? And I have the runners and the tackler 5 yards apart. I tell the runner to run me over, okay? That's the angle he's taking, all right? That's all he's doing. He's not trying to dip his shoulder. He's not trying to make a cutback. This is a tackling drill for us. Fundamental, we want to get a good tackle. Near leg, near shoulder. In this case, it will be his right leg and his right shoulder. The first thing that we want the defender to do is take a slide step, then attack on an angle tackle. Stay square with a slide step, then attack. Near leg, near shoulder tackle, head in front, run your feet. Runner, just run me over. Boom. Near leg, near shoulder. There we go. Near leg, near shoulder. Get that right leg down, head in front, right shoulder. Boom, run your feet. Slide step. And we're slightly offset from the runner as well. And something else I need to say as far as tackling is concerned. You never want to come up and face a ball carrier head up. You want to take away one side or the other, even if it's just slightly. Never give him a just straight up two-way go. And in this case, as you can see, 23 is slightly offset from the runner, taking away a side, okay? Preferably to your help, or if he's on the sideline, force him close to the side, out to the sideline, out of bounds. Run your feet, run your feet. Didn't really slide here, kind of hopped, but good near leg, near shoulder. Good power. Good power. Head in front, wrapped his arms, runs his feet. Make sure we stand 5 yards apart. All set, guy, go get him. Boom. Don't turn your head. See, he turned his head, he gets his head turned. And runner, again, like I said, run me over. Don't worry, it won't hurt. It will not hurt, runner. Okay, just run coach over. That's all you focused on. Don't focus on the tackler. Run your feet, tackler. Okay, runner, keep running. Runner, keep running. Tackler, keep your head up. Roll your hips. Don't keep your butt sticking out like this. You got to eventually roll your hips. Remember, vertical up through, like we mentioned earlier. Vertical up through the man. Okay, roll your hips. Roll your hips. That's why we do all those squats in the weight room. Okay, use them. Boom. That's where you get your power on your tackles. Not good here. He didn't wrap them up. I don't know what he's doing here. The runner is okay. Wrap your arms, run your feet. Not a good one right there. Not good. Slide. Boom. There we go. There we go. Good pop. And run your feet. Don't let your legs go dead there, but run your feet. Good initial pop, though. Near leg, near shoulder. Near leg, near shoulder. Right there. Got that leg down. Run your feet. Boom. That's good. Pretty good. Rolls his hips. See how his butt is rolled up and through the guy? He's rolled his hip. Finishing out the squat. Finishing out the squat. Run your feet. Again, we want to take a shuffle step first. Shuffle step, then go get them. Run your feet. Hit them. Hit them. We have pads on. It's football. Go hit them. You won't hurt them. Run your feet. Now, then we'll go the other way, so you get the left leg. So we start out getting a right leg. Now we'll get a left leg. Have a coach over there with a runner. Is simulating running the coach over. Run our feet. Near leg, near shoulder. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Get a pop. Get a pop. This guy's pretty good at it. All right? And again, my man 14 is a former receiver, so he's ducking. He's thinking, he's taking the guy on. I just want to run the guy over, stay up for drill's sake. For drill's sake. There are times where we're going to be live tackling and the guy can duck his head and all that stuff. But just for drill's sake, we want to focus on near leg, near shoulder, and it's all for the defense. Good slide, boom. Go get him. Go get him. Near leg, near shoulder. Get that leg down. Don't hop. Don't hop there. See him hop there? That's a little crow hop right there. We just want to run through the guy. Run through him, near leg, near shoulder. Catching. He caught the guy as opposed to ran through the guy. Caught the guy. And again, runner, just stay up. Vertical up through the man. Have enough knee bend that when you roll up on the guy, you get a good pop. Okay? The next thing that we'll do is what we call shake tackle. Okay? Shake tackle, we actually go against our wide receivers. We're 10 yards apart from the wide receiver, okay? This is actually the goal line. The goal line. This is a score tackle drill for us, okay? Sometimes we do it with 2 defensive backs. Sometimes we'll do it with just 1, okay? 2 DBs, okay? Right there, 2 DBs, all right? This guy is going to catch what we call a now route from the quarterback, okay? When the quarterback says set hit, that starts the defensive back into a back pedal, okay? He comes out of the back pedal based on the coach clapping him out of the back pedal. We will hand clap him out of the back pedal, not on the throw of the ball, because we want to make it a tough open field tackle for the DB. Now, it's not too much longer after the ball is thrown that the clap is made by the coach, but you do want to make it, delay it a little bit, again, to make it a tough open field tackle, okay? This second DB is back here, will do an up down, okay, before he goes once the ball is thrown. Okay, he's making this guy have some urgency about trying to score and getting to the goal line. Okay, that's the purpose of this guy. If this guy messes around, then he knows this guy can come and knock his head off. Okay, he has the right to blind shot him, but it should never happen by him doing an up down and this guy going and making a quick move and going. Okay. This guy, again, like I said before, once he comes out of his back pedal, we want to attack. We don't want to break down, okay? And as we start to come towards him, we will start to buzz our feet, but not breaking down. There is a difference. You don't want to stop your feet. Keep breaking up on them, buzz your feet, keep them moving, take away a side, as I mentioned earlier, okay, and make the tackle. This is a live tackling drill for us. Come out of it. So you see the back pedal. Okay, back pedal. I clapped him out of it pretty quick. Make the tackle. The receiver has from the sideline to the bottom of the numbers to make a move. That's his area. Sideline to the bottom of the numbers is the area that he can make a move in. Again, you see the other DB doing an up-down, okay, to make sure that receiver gets it done. It's a good play. And right there, technically, that other DB could have blasted the receiver. And it would have been all legal. And he should have. He should have. Okay? Again, like we said earlier, no tackle is a bad tackle. Okay? The main thing is to get the guy on the ground, like we said earlier. Okay? And we do. Is it a score or not? Very, very close. It would not have been if that other DB would have came in and bust the ball and hit the guy. All right. Here's an example of a guy using the sideline. He took away a side. Okay. So now the sideline is his friend. Okay. He comes up and he buzzes his feet pretty decently. Now, at that last step there, and it's tough. It's easier said than done. Okay. Sometimes there's coach speak we have. Easier said than done, but you can do it. He should take a quick slide step right there, then go get him. Just like we did in the angle tackle. Just like we did in the angle tackle. At the last second, once that guy declares where he's going, to stay square and not get crossed over, you want to take a quick slide step and then go hit the guy. Not lunge and then reach out. Now, again, the bottom line is to get him on the ground, get him out of bounds. He did not score. He did not score. Gave some shake there. But he knows eventually I got to make a move and get out of here because I know this guy coming behind me has a right to hit me. Gave too much ground. He broke up on him. Watch. He breaks up, then he gives ground. He gives ground as opposed to that slide step I mentioned earlier. Okay? And plus he needs to break up even faster. He gives up a score. That's a touchdown. He gives up a score. We don't want to give that up. Okay, again, like we mentioned, it's a score deal. Got the defensive back in the back doing the up down. Take away a side, make the tackle. Good job. And good job by the DB, the second DB coming in saying, hey, I'm here. I'm here. Bottom line, get the guy on the ground, prevents the score. Prevents the score. We'd like to see him be able to slide his feet back as opposed to just reaching. But again, easier said than done. But you still want to coach it and emphasize it, and hopefully they can get it. Okay, now look how this guy burst out of the pedal. I clapped him out pretty quick, but he burst out and comes and tackles in space with power. Again, that slide step thing at the very end, if you can get it, will be great. But the main thing is to get the guy down on ground, and he tries to hit him with power. Good job. Good burst out of it, plant point. Just like the 2-yard W drill that we did earlier. Plant point, come out of it, bam, good play. The next tackling drill that we'll do is what we call sideline tackle, okay? Sideline tackle. And on sideline tackle, we have the defensive back, as you can see, more inside, coming inside out on the wide receiver, okay? Coming inside out on the wide receiver. We're still 10 yards apart, still 10 yards apart from one another, 10 yards from one another as far as the line of scrimmage is concerned. We're still lying 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. Okay? We're about 10 yards also inside the receiver. Me as a coach, I will tap the defender on the shoulder when I want him to pursue to the ball. Okay? I will tap him on the shoulder. Okay? So he doesn't go on the throw to the quarterback because, again, we're trying to make it tough. It's an open field tackle. Okay? The main thing you want to do is you want to take an angle as a defender to take away the cutback. Take away the quick cutback. If it's a dramatic cutback where he has to do like that, we will take that because we know pursuit is coming, okay? But if it's a boom, quick cutback and he can get back vertical, not good. So we want to take away the cutback, use the sideline. The sideline is your friend. You can push him out of bounds or tackle him and get him on the ground. So again, you see the ball thrown, the tap on the shoulder is after a few seconds after. Inside out, that's a good job. He stays square. He doesn't get crossed over. Feet stay up under him. Get the guy out of bounds. Sideline tackle. Sideline tackle. I tapped him a little quick there. Sideline tackle, stay inside out. takes away the cutback. Notice, and you will see one of these on here, a guy is not running like that. Okay, that's not taking away the cutback. That's giving up the cutback all day. You want to take an angle that takes away the cutback on sideline tackle. Keep your feet up under you, stay square. Boom. He tries to cut back, we can still make the tackle. Bottom line, get the guy on the ground. Get the guy on the ground. Again, stay square, buzzes his feet, doesn't cross over to the last second, bam. Make the tackle. Good job. That's a good job. That's good. Okay, here's an example of a sideline tackle in a game by this guy right here. Okay, same guy that just finished our sideline tackle drill that you just saw, same guy in the game. Good. He comes inside out on the guy, as you can see. He gets back square. He's not crossed over. Takes away the cutback because he knows boom, he has guys coming. Okay. Bam. Sideline tackle. Good job. Good job. And one thing as a coach that you really like to see is your drills show up on game day. Your drills show up on game day. Okay. Okay. This clip right here is a clip of a Georgia /stick tackle. Again, example of your drills showing up on game day. Okay. This guy right here will come and make an outstanding Georgia /stick tackle on this running back right here. Bam, right there. He stays up, near leg, near shoulder, which is his right leg and his right shoulder. His eyes are up. He puts his pads on him and knocks his head back. Great tackle. Great tackle. Great hit. See it from the other angle, the end zone. Boom, right there. Just like when we have Georgia coming and got the coach standing in between them. Okay, Georgia tackle. Okay, boom. Right leg, right shoulder. Great tackle. Okay, this is an example of a good angle tackle in game action. You'll see this guy right here tackle this guy right here. Notice how he stays square. He doesn't cross his feet over. He shuffles, gets his head in front, near leg, near shoulder, which is what here? Right leg, right shoulder, right there. Near leg, near shoulder, head in front, wrapped his arms, get the guy on the ground. In a perfect world, you would like to have seen him run his feet and all of that, but sometimes there is coach speak too, and the bottom line is in tackling is what? Get the guy on the ground. But you see him come up, number 11 here, will come up and stay square. He's taking away a slide. He doesn't get crossed over, head in front, near leg, near shoulder. Rolls his hips. Notice how his butt is not sticking out anymore. He's rolled his hips. He shot it. Okay? Good job. The next fundamental that we're going to talk about, and the final fundamental, is block defeat. Okay? Block defeat. This current drill that we're about to do is called shuffle, butt, and cut. Okay? And when we do shuffle, butt, and cut, we have a defender, okay, and an offensive player. All right? The defender is slightly offset, okay, on the outside edge of the offensive player. Okay? What will happen when I give the command, the offensive player will bubble just a little bit as the defensive player shuffles. Okay? He'll come into him and the defensive player must two-hand chuck him or two-hand shiver him. Okay? They'll do another one of those. Shuffle. He comes into him, two-hand shiver. And then on the last one, last bubble, the offensive player, simulating a receiver, running back, offensive lineman, will try to cut the defensive player. The defensive player must keep his outside arm and leg free. In this case will be his left arm and his left leg as he pushes away the offensive player from him, okay, so he does not get cut. Punch him, and we want to punch him with power. Punch him without lunging. Good knee bend. Punch, punch, cut. Stop his momentum. Outside arm and leg are free. Outside arm and leg are free. his outside arm and leg are free. He's pushing away from the defender. He's pushing the defender away from him. He's pushing the defender, he's pushing the offensive player away from him. Okay? Do not put your hands on his back. Some guys, when they first start doing this drill, will put the hands on the back of the guy as opposed to pushing him away. Push him away. One hand on the helmet, one hand on the shoulder pad. Push the guy away. Punch, shuffle, button, cut, cut. Now we want the offensive player to try to simulate getting his head across this way, not back behind the guy. Okay? Stop his momentum. Do not want to turn to the blocker. Keep your outside arm and leg free. Keep your toes pointed to the goal line. Stay square. Stay square. Punch. Punch. That's it, right? Look at that. That's a good job. One hand on the helmet, one hand on the shoulder pad, pushing him away. His outside arm and his outside leg are free. So now if there is a runner comes, you can come off and make a play. Good job. Shuffle, button, cut. Again, the name of this drill, he stays square, toes pointed to the goal line. Punch, punch, stop the momentum. Nice. And to be able to do this drill, guys can't be lazy. You got to bend your knees. This is a taller fellow right here, number 12. Got to bend those knees, but he does have good hand placement, pushing the guy away from him. Bend your knees a little bit more. Bend your knees a little bit more. Outside arm and leg free though. Boom, and he can come off and make a tackle on the coach simulating the runner. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. Another tall guy. Got to bend your knees more. Bend your knees more. Bend your knees more. Shuffle. Push him away. Bend your knees so you can have power pushing them away. Outside arm and leg free. Stay square. Now, right there, good, decent hand placement, but outside arm and leg are not free. He has to shuffle more, work at it so he keeps on the outside edge of the offensive player. And then stay square. Do not turn. You want to stay square. Punch. That's good. Good. Good punch away. Look how he pushes him away. He's clearly pushing that guy away. He does not have his hands on his back. Got one on the helmet, one on the shoulder. Again, we want to be a little bit more free with our arm and our leg. A little bit more free with our arm and our leg. Outside arm and leg free. Got to work at this drill again to keep your knees bent. Now right there, he just kind of runs around him. We want to stop him, keep our outside arm and leg free. He's literally trying to keep his outside arm and leg free without even using his outside arm. But we want to push the guy away, stay square, and be able to make the play. Punch, outside arm and leg free. Again, want to be outside arm and leg free. Push him away. Punch. A little bit better, a little high though. I would like to see his knees bent more and not his hands on top. His hands on top. Now he can still get into his legs. That's an example of it. He can still get into that player's legs and roll like a lot of guys will do. You want to push the guy away, stop his momentum so he cannot roll you up. Okay. In our boss drill, another block defeat drill. We call this our boss drill. Okay. We have a guy simulating a tight end. We have a guy simulating a runner or running back, and there's the defensive back. Okay. We want to stay square on this. What happens is we get a run action, down action by the tight end, okay? And he's more there to help us get an alignment as well, okay? We're generally 4 by 1 with our corner right there if it's a single width, what we call a single width formation. There is no receiver out here. The first guy is a tight end. So we're 4 by 1, and we have a boss drill. So we have a guy, actually a blocker, coming to block us, okay? The other guy is the running back, okay? Once he comes to block us, we want to come and attack him at the same angle he attacks us, staying square, taking him on with our shoulder, our inside shoulder, with our toes still pointed to the goal line, okay? The deal is, if this runner gets out here and starts to bounce, we should have our outside arm and leg free where we can go make a tackle on a runner that bounces. If the runner decides to cut back off of the block of that guy, we make sure it's a true cutback, then we roll off late to try to fall in on the tackle. Once we make it cut back, we know that we have all our helpers coming inside out. We got 10 friends in here that will come help us. Boss drill. And the key is to this is you want to have a wide enough alignment, okay, that you can take an angle this way. You don't want to really run up the field. Some guys you'll see start to run up the field, and now you create a seam. And if you run up the field and get kicked out and up the field, you never had that running back. That running back never had to deviate. The running back will never have to deviate where he runs. Stay square. Do not turn to the blocker. Boom. Stay square. Toes pointing to the goal line. Bam. Roll off late. Make sure he disappears before you roll. As we know, there are running backs that can dip like that and get back out here. Once he goes inside, I know my helper's in there anyway, so I can be a late roll-off guy, maybe a late help guy, strip the ball, what have you. And how we rotate this drill is the defender goes to the back of this line, okay, all right? The former blocker goes to the tight end, okay? And the running back goes to be the blocker. Next guy steps in. All right? Going to take him on. I would like to see him take an angle towards him, but this guy's kind of wide here, so I understand that. Boom. Takes him on, stays square. He's firm. Nice and firm, too. Bam. Good knee bend. Toes point to the goal line. Near leg, near shoulder tackle. Head in front. Wrap his arms. Good job. Good job. Come on, blocker. Come on, blocker. Give me something. The blocker has to give me a little bit more than that. We're in football. Good job by the defender. Matter of fact, he hits the blocker so hard that the guy still gets outside of him. We don't want the ball to get outside of us. Do not want the ball to get outside of us. Stay square. Be able to make the tackle. Outside arm and leg free. Stay square. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Don't want to turn to the blocker. Not good. Not good. Again, do not want to get our shoulders turned. Shoulders get turned. He doesn't come and set the edge well enough. Come and set it. Be firm. And believe it or not, a defensive back can come and take on and boss a big 300-pound offensive lineman as well. You're not giving him a full surface, okay? You're coming, you're nice and low. You're giving him shoulder and a good pop. Come with power. Come with power. Right there. Stay square. You never turn to the blocker. You never want to turn and face the blocker, especially a big lineman, unless you want to get a pancake and give him a pancake. And the coach clapped his hand for him. Stay square. I think the guy, he might have took him on a little too flush here, but his outside arm and leg stays free. Might have rolled a little too soon. Okay? He's still to the point where he could have did this on him. Okay? He could have dipped back outside on him. Okay? Be careful not to roll too soon. Okay? Pretty good job here. Stay square, near leg, near shoulder tackle. Boss drill. Don't let him get you up on that one leg like that. Be firm. That means he's not firm enough. If he gets you up on one leg like that, you're not coming firm enough. Be firm and stout. Good roll off and finish. Be firm, taking on the blocker. Do not turn. Stay square. Stay square. Stay square. Stay square. Again, another guy that needs to stay square. Go take him on. Stay square. Better. Better. And good roll off. Timing on the roll off. There it is. Hopefully, there are some things that you could take away from this video that you can use on a daily basis to help your guys become better defensive backs. Thank you.